Hi there, welcome back to Resin by Drew. I'm going to make some 3D bloom flowers. Now eggnog has become one of my favourite colours, and I was chatting to a lovely lady on YouTube, and I said that eggnog would go nicely with brown, and she said do it. So here we go, this is what we're going to do. So I've made my resin. My resin's been sat for 20 minutes. It's not too warm today, so I've had to give it 20 minutes. So I'm just going to take some resin out of my large pot and put it into a small cup ready to make my white. And then I'm going to share the rest of the resin between the moulds. And the mould that I'm using is the hexagonal holographic. Yeah, it is holographic. The hexagonal holographic mould from Moulds and Shapes, which is a lovely mould, but they all are from Moulds and Shapes anyway. They're absolutely fantastic moulds. I'd recommend them to anyone. I'm just about to put another order in, and I think they must dread getting their orders from me, because I build up and wait until there's a lot of the ones that I want, and then I order them all at the same time. So they usually end up coming in 2 boxes because there's so many of them. But I'll be putting an order in very shortly, so I'll give if they see this, or if anyone warns them, at least they've had fair warning. Anyway, my resin's shared out now between the coasters, so I'm going to make my white. And for my white, I'm using my normal Resi-Tint Max in titanium white, and adding a few drops of Pinata Pearl alcohol ink. So I'm just going to give this a stir. Don't need to go too mad, because I have used it quite a bit already today, so it has been stirred and used, but I'll just stir the goodness in a little bit more. Just do the sides and the bottom, and then I'm going to scrape off my stick, and that's all that's going into the tub, into the pot, the cup, whatever you like to call it. I'm going to give it a stir. I think it's actually a new cup that I'm using for a change. I have a pile of them, and I work my way through, clean them, bring them in, and just pick one up. But I think it's actually a new one. Some of them are getting way beyond use, but I don't like to throw them away. I think I've got a pack of 100 or 200, and I don't like to throw them away. I just like to keep reusing them. There we go. Give it a good scrape. I'm going to add, I've got quite a bit of the white pigment paste in the resin, so I'm going to add 8 drops of the Pinata Pearl alcohol ink. Now, as I always say, you don't need to add the alcohol ink, but I just like the effects that it gives, which is why I use it. But you don't have to add that at all. A lot of people do it without adding the alcohol ink, and I've just great results. So it's just a pure personal choice. So that's 8 drops of alcohol ink. I know a lot of people also use the Pinata Blanco, but I like the effect that the pearl gives, which is why I tend to stick to the pearl. It's lasting for ages and ages as well. Came in a big bottle, so I decanted it into smaller bottles, and I've not even had to fill the small bottle up. It's just lasting so long. I put some little ball bearings in to make it easier to shake, because it does tend to stick and separate, and it's lasting such a long time. Right, I'm just going to pour my white pigment straight into my piping bag, so that that's ready to go. Now, I'm running a couple of weeks behind, maybe a week to 10 days behind on uploading my videos. I've got more to upload before I upload this, so I might have to skip so that she actually remembers. It's Kathy Joyce. She's a lovely lady, She always gives me some lovely compliments, and we've had some nice chats on YouTube. It's her. She's the one that's encouraged me to do the eggnog and the brown. So we're going to see how it turns out. I think I'm going to do 2 and 2. I think I'm going to do eggnog in the centre on the first 2, surrounded by the brown, and then brown on the second 2 in the middle, surrounded by the eggnog. So I'm using Resin8 Eggnog alcohol ink, and I'm also using Resin8 Bedrock alcohol ink. So I'll do the centre of the first 2 first, and that's going to be the eggnog. I'm putting 5 drops in just because I don't want the eggnog to get lost within the side, with, sorry, not the sidecar, the bedrock. So I put 5 drops of the eggnog in. I'm just giving the bedrock a shake. I'll put the drops around. I've got a darker one called Leather, and I was going to use that, but I thought that might just be too dark, so I went for this one, which was kind of a compromise, but I'm happy with it. I do like the colour. Right, and then on the other 2 we're going to do Bedrock in the middle. Again, I'll do 5 drops. And then we're going to surround that by the eggnog. Absolutely love how these come with the droppers as well. Putting 2 drops in each. There we go, and I'll give that a minute to do its stuff while I just grab my little scissors, which hopefully are clean and sharpened now, because I've been struggling because they needed cleaning and sharpening. They weren't they weren't snipping the ends of the piping bag off properly for me. I'm just going to grab my silicone tool, and I'm just going to help the eggnog spread a little bit in these ones. So I don't want the eggnog to get lost. There we go. So now I'm going to get my piping bag, and I'm going to snip just a couple of millimetres off the end of my piping bag. I'm going to keep it nice and simple and do my favourite piping, which is the spirals. I just absolutely love the way that the spirals turn out, so I'm going to stick with what I enjoy doing and I know works really well. My scissors are not much better, so that's another job for me to sort. Right, let me just check the size of the hole. It needs to be a bit bigger. Let me just switch scissors. And check the size of the hole. That's better. So I'm going to do spirals. And the last two. See, I'm going to see how they turn out once they've bloomed, and I might put some champagne glitter on the backs, but I'll see how they turn out when they bloom first. But that's already starting to bloom, look, that one. I love it when they start to bloom before I've finished. As I always say, it's a good sign. They don't necessarily have to. Just because they don't start to bloom before you finish doesn't mean they're not going to bloom. But I always think it's a good sign if they do start to bloom before you're finished. There we go. I think that's that. Let's pop another little bit down there. Same on that side. Sorry, I'm mumbling. I'm just filling in little gaps just to use up the white that I've got, and just filling any little gaps. Okay, now I'm going to take my silicone tool and try and draw some flower shape, or flower shapes, should I say. I'm not dragging the silicone tool along the bottom of the mould, but I am going quite deep with the silicone tool, just because I want the flowers to be quite defined. Do a little swirl in the middle. Yeah, depending how these turn out, I think they could be really nice with some champagne or very pale gold glitter on the backs. But we'll see how they turn out first of all. And that's that. So they've all got their flower shapes. They've all got their little swirl in the middle, and that's all I'm going to do with them. So I'm going to leave them to cure up overnight, and I'll be back tomorrow to show you the results. So that's it. I'll say bye for now, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Hi, welcome back. I'm just going to demold these coasters. I added a glitter layer as the backing layer, as the background. I used champagne glitter, but I will add a link in the description box below. Excuse me. So let's demold them and we'll see how they look from the front. Got a couple of little tiny bits of overspill that I can just pick off there. Quite excited to see what these look like. I hope the colours of one's not drowned the other one out, but we shall soon see. Just pop the mould to one side. Let's have a look. Oh, that's pretty. I really like that. It is the holographic effect as well, so let me see if I can pick some of that holographic effect up for you. I will take some still shots because that always picks the holographic effect up best of all, but I'm really happy with that. It's bloomed beautifully. So I think that one's the eggnog around the outside with the, what did I use? Bedrock, I think, wasn't it? Bedrock in the middle. And again, this one's the same. Yeah, they've bloomed beautifully. I really like those. happy with those. And then this is the eggnog in the middle with the sidecar, sorry, not the sidecar, the bedrock around the outside. You can see the glitter more on this one as well, which I like. I think it's a nice choice of glitter colour because it complements the colours that I've used within the moulds nicely. But yeah, they're beautiful. I'm really happy with those. In fact, you know, I actually think these two are the ones with bedrock in the middle and eggnog around the outside, and these two are the ones with eggnog in the middle and bedrock around the outside, and it's just the way they've bloomed that made them look different, but they are very similar. Let me get some black card. Not sure if black card will make a difference, but we'll see, because I always like to give you the best view possible. So this is the one that I now think is, what do I think? I think this one is the bedrock around the outside and the eggnog in the middle. And I think this one's the same. The bedrock around the outside and the eggnog in the middle. The glitter's lovely. The glitter really complements the colours. And then I think this is the bedrock in the middle with the eggnog around the outside. Yeah, they've bloomed lovely. They're really pretty. And again, bedrock in the middle with eggnog around the outside. So Kathy, I said I would, Kathy Joyce, I said I would do the eggnog and the brown. I think I might even do it again and try it with the leather actually. I thought the leather might be a bit dark for it because the leather is a very dark brown. But I think I might even do them again. Do a different shape, do them slightly different, but do them again, but use the leather. Because the bedrock isn't as dark, it's not turned out as dark as I expected it to, so I think the eggnog could handle the leather, so I might even do them again and use the leather this time. But I'm happy with those. I really like those. So that's it. So I'm going to say bye for now, and I will be back with another experiment soon, so I'll see you soon.